So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our series of lords through houses in Vedic Astrology, and we have covered up till the 11th house, and this is going to be the last video of this series in which I'm going to cover the 12th house lord through all the different houses in Vedic Astrology and what are the kind of results that are associated with the 12th house lord going in different houses. But before that, you need to understand 12th house in a more detailed manner so that at least you can understand what exactly 12th house lord is capable enough to do into your life. Just suppose there is a one time machine. You just press the button in that time machine and you are going to travel the time. Okay. Suppose you press the button in the time machine and you go back to your past memories, maybe in the year 1992 or maybe 1995 or maybe 1950, 1800, or you just press the machine time button and maybe you are getting ahead in the future, maybe in the year 2050, 2070. So this exactly is the 12th house. You can consider this house is going to have a great significance with the time as well as your dreams also, with your imagination also. So the time machine or these concepts, they are also originated because of your imagination. And imagination is going to run wild just like a fire. Even if you want to calculate the speed of your imagination, that is really going to be very high. You can imagine anything. So that is the power which is actually present inside the 12th house, because this is not a house which is just like all the other 11 houses. This is not a physically existence. Okay, you cannot physically see the 12th house. This is the emotional aspect only, or this is a house of feelings where you can only feel something. If suppose you want to ask me, okay, I want to feel spirituality or I want to see spirituality, so there are two different things. You cannot see spirituality, but you can feel spirituality from the inside. So this is actually the feeling, your inner feelings. This is also the house specifically which is connected with not only spirituality, but also 12th house is capable enough to give you lot of mystical abilities inside you. This is your escape route. Suppose right now you are sitting in an office, in a home, or maybe you are having a very hectic day schedule. So 12th house will help you to actually escape from the day-to-day world and go into some of your imagination. And that is where I will tell you 12th house lord is going to play a very important role. In whichever house, in whichever planet this lord is actually in conjunction with, have the ability to bless you with lot of imagination, supernatural powers at the same time. Also, if you want to check whether some ancestral blessings are actually present in my horoscope, directly pay attention towards the 12th house. This is also the house of loss. So this is not necessarily the loss of money. This also going to be the loss of your emotions also. Loss of energy. Suppose you work hard 24/7 and then you feel exhausted. But some individual, they work just for 2 hours and they feel exhausted very immediately. Why so? This is because of the 12th house lord. This is also the house of expenditure and even your lifestyle also. Some individuals, they will not be able to spend us little pennies as well. So they will think twice, thrice, or maybe 10 times before even spending a small portion of their money. And there are few individuals that have the ability to spend millions of dollars. So that difference between these two mentalities are actually seen through the strength and dignity of your 12th house. Even if you want to look this house from the career or the business aspect also, any sort of export and import businesses are also seen with the help of 12th house. Any sort of shipping industries, any franchisee based business models, that are also seen through the 12th house. Specifically, have you seen KFC, McDonald's? So this is a franchisee based business model that are seen from the strength of the 12th house. Even this house is capable enough to bring lot of wealth giving yogas at the same time. specifically if the 12th house lord is forming any sort of connection with the other money houses, like second house, your savings account, 11th house, the house of your incoming gains. So either the 12th house lord is aspecting these lords, aspecting these houses, is in conjunction or forming any sort of a yoga with these money houses. This is going to be a more of a business oriented chart. Also, the planets that are actually sitting in the 12th house. Now I'm not talking about 12th house lord. I'm just talking about planet that is actually posited in the 12th house. That planets, if they are malefic, I will tell you, they actually have the ability to bring lot of obstacles in front of your marriage and the married life aspect. If there are benefic planets, then I will tell you there are a lot of blessings which are eventually going to come with these benefic planets at the same time. But for the overall dignity of the chart, we must need to study the complete picture, what exactly is going on in your horoscope, in order to decide whether this lord is going to give you something or going to take away something. So for that, the complete chart analysis is very, very necessary. Even let me take you one step more further. This is the house of your bed pleasures also, okay? So the sexual activities, or you are sleeping in a bed. So the quality of your sleep is determined using this 12th house lord. Some individuals, they go to bed at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., but still they will not be able to sleep. Maybe it will take 1 hour, 2 hours for them to then gain some good amount of sleep. Whereas some individuals, they go to bed at maybe 10 p.m. and at 10 p.m. or 5 minutes, though, they will totally went to that sleep. This is because of the 12th house lord. This is also the house which is very, very responsible for making all the film directors, script writers. Have you seen the movies, any movie on the time specifically? I will tell you the concept of time is actually coming through the 12th house. Because here the part of your subconscious mind is deeply interconnected with this 12th house. Because this house is directly aspecting the 6th house. 6th house is the house of your routines, okay? Your day-to-day activities. Wake up this early in the morning, then you need to do this thing, take your breakfast, go to this thing. After going to office, come back home, do this thing and do this thing. So this is the 6th house. 12th house is directly opposite. Here I will tell you routines don't exist actually. Right now I'm sitting or here in a jungle. So in my life, my routines are totally different. Someday I need to make video, I'm going there. Someday I need to give consultation. Someday I need to do some gardening activities or this thing or. So have you seen the breaking pattern? And why that breaking pattern is going to happen? Because of the subconscious mind programming which is present inside you. So this particularly I will tell you, if you want to check whether this is a special planet in my Kundli or not. And when I say the special planet, first of all look into the planetary degrees, whether this planet is at a 0 degree or 28th or 29th degree, or whether this planet is in conjunction with the planet that is having holding the lowest degree or highest degree. That is your Atam Karka and Matya Karka. You need to check that thing as well. Particularly I'm telling you. Next, you need to check whether this 12th house lord is forming any sort of a connection with my Kendra houses, 1st house, 4th, 7th and 10th, even with 5th and 9th house lord. If this house lord is gaining some sort of a directional strength, you need to check its dignity also, whether it is exalted, animical sign, zodiac sign, or you need to check the house placement also, like whether it is posited in benefic auspicious house or this is aspecting the 12th house or not. In this way you need to check whether this is a special planet or not a special planet. You can go into your higher divisional charts as well in order to check any sort of Raj yogas or any sort of wealth giving Lakshmi yogas or even the spiritual yogas that are actually formed by this particular house lord or not. Because this is only the single most planet which is not like all the other 11 houses. Physically this house don't exist. All the upper realm, okay, I'm standing on a earth, okay. So this is a earth, suppose, rotating around or revolving around the sun. So all the upper portions, even the galaxies, if you want to study the space as well, if you want to build a spaceship, and then send it to the orbit of some other planet. So here I will tell you again, with the help of 12th house, you can actually do that thing. In the very simplest word, I will tell you, this is the escape route from the day-to-day world. That is where I will tell you, from the career side, lot of imagination, creative artists that have utilized their full imagination and this thing, they actually utilize the energy, harness the energy of this 12th house. Many of the individuals, they get fed up from their job while working in the same culture, same community. So they break that routine completely. You know, the most difficult part is to break the routine. If you are going to break your routine, I will tell you, your mind is going to then start challenging you, because you are not familiar with the new events in your life. Then the risk factor is going to come, and that is where your energy loss is going to be at very highest level. Not your physical, mental energy loss is also associated with the 12th house. Rishi Parashara have not described this is the loss of money, or he just mentioned, okay, this is a loss. So loss mean of anything. It may be loss of money, loss of your physical energy, or even your mental energy. So this is the power of your 12th house lord. Now let's try to understand what are going to be the results, why it is going through all the different houses. First of all, if the 12th house lord is very well positioned in the 12th house in its own zodiac sign, then I will tell you, this is going to offer you one of the biggest protections in your life. And I will tell you, this is going to be the spiritual protection which you are going to receive with this planet. It doesn't matter whether this planet is going to be a malefic planet like Saturn, Mars, or maybe Surya or Mangal, or this is going to be a benefic planets like Brihaspati, Shukar, Venus, or like Mercury also. But 12th house lord in the 12th house is a strong indication, like you have did some good karmas, only then you have received the very good 12th house lord. But I will tell you, there is a downside to also the 12th house lord sitting in the 12th house, because then it becomes very difficult for your imagination to actually run wild. It is very important to have some sort of disturbance or entropies created in the universe actually to see some little changes or some big changes in your life. So I personally, if it is in the 12th house, but suppose I will tell you, if any planet is aspecting the 12th house lord, or there are some planets that are getting conjunct with the 12th house lord itself in the 12th house, then the resultant scenarios are going to be totally different. Even it's not good to have more planets in the 12th house, first of all. None of them. It's very good to have this house completely empty, first of all. Because even if the planets like Sun, Moon and these planets are posited over there, they are going to put forth a lot of mental challenges in your life. Even the malefic planets at the same time, they tend to disturb your sleep as well. You are going to question a lot of things, and maybe if you are capable, you are going to find the answers, or sometime you will not be able to find answers of all the questions. But I will tell you, this is a very good spiritual indicator. You need to learn all the books, maybe Holy Bible or Gita as well. Watch all the series on Ramayana and these things. So this will eventually help you to reshape your mentality in a very good way. Also, in order to actually channelize the energy of the 12th house, try to read different books on the different subjects. Like for 1 month, try to read the books on the esoteric knowledge, spirituality, Vedanta and Jyotish Shastra. For next 1 month, try to learn trading activities, how to do intraday trading, this thing, that thing. For next 1 month, maybe go for the love novels, different. Then you need to go for something different. In this way, I will tell you, your 12th house is going to remain healthy. This is the biggest, I will tell you, routine is the biggest enemy of the 12th house, and this is going to be the killing factor in many individuals' life. If you are non-satisfied with your career, with your family, with your health, with your wealth, even with your marriage, your life partner, with your children, I will tell you, 12th house is somewhat going to be the house which is creating that sort of afflictions in front of you. So in order for you to channelize the 12th house lord in a positive way, try doing different activities in a different time manner. If you want to go to sleep at 1 p.m, sometime go to sleep maybe at 2 p.m. or even the slight and little differences which you are going to make in your day-to-day activity, this will eventually help you to gain lot of momentum. Also, this lord, if it is in the 12th house, I will tell you, first of all, the business aspect is going to be very, very strong in you individual's life, because the money houses, second house, 11th house and the 12th house, they are vitally important in order to check whether you are going to do some sort of a business or not. So if that Lord is in the 12th house, this is going to create a very good financial aspect at the same time, depending upon if some no other malefic planet is aspecting that thing, because then that is going to become the just like management of the money. Then this is also going to take you into the field of investments, also working into full time into investments, looking into money, these kind of things, because this is going to help you to build the perception. The planetary maturity of the 12th house Lord, maybe if suppose Mercury is the controller of 12th house Lord sitting over there, so at the age of 32, Venus 25, Mars 28, so the planetary maturity age of the 12th house Lord sitting in the 12th house is capable enough to bring lot of changes directly into your personal as well as the professional life. Next, if the 12th house Lord going in the Lagna or the first house, here you need to understand you are constantly attracting lot of losses, and I will tell you this is the energy loss at the same time. Some sort of energy losses that are actually happening. 12th house is also the house of foreign land and the foreign country. So here I will tell you, you are actually not going towards foreign country, foreign opportunities are coming towards you. It also depend upon the first and the fourth house Lord whether they are going there or not. But I will tell you here, some interconnection with the foreigners and the foreign environment and with the foreign people that is going to be present in your horoscope. Even in order for you to actually get married also, find a partner also, or from the career aspect also, I highly recommend you to grow your social network. Okay, try to build and generate more and more networking skills so that you can network with the individuals outside of your caste, creed, community and even the cultural background. This will eventually help you to gain the more and more positivity from the 12th house Lord. Even the 12th house Lord going in the Lagna is going to make you very imaginative person, very strong imagination. This is that sort of imagination. Have you seen the movies like Harry Potter and that kind of a stuff? So this is that sort of imagination which is actually present inside you. This is not at all a job oriented chart then. If you are doing a job with this 12th house Lord even going in the Lagna, then you are suppressing your Lagna. Because I will tell you, 12th house is in the first house, is the suppression factor to your Lagna. So if you are working under someone else, this is going to act as a suppression factor in your Kundli. Then you will not be able to experience the 100% growth and satisfaction in your life. I am not saying you don't have the ability to reach up to highest level. You can go up to 30, 40, 70% level, but still because of suppression, you will not be able to proceed further. Even it become very difficult for you individuals to actually save money. Savings is not going to be a part of your journey, because I will tell you these are the unnecessary expenses that are also attracted towards you, and that may be because of some family karmas at the same time. Because most of the time in my personal experience, I have seen this Lord going in the Lagna, you need to take the complete responsibility of the whole family. It doesn't matter whether you are the younger child or you are the older one, but you need to take all the responsibility. Because I will tell you, this Lord going here will going to create a lot of difficulties with the families at the same time. When I say family, that is your immediate family and even the family after marriage. Because this Lord particularly is also responsible for giving you lot of good marriage and even the family satisfaction as well, where you are going to feel something, I'm emotionally attached with something. So that attachment part is somewhat going to be totally absent with this thing. No matter even the Lord is exalted, if it is in a positive sign or in a negative zodiac sign, still you are going to feel that discontent all the time from the family side. I request you, if you are having this thing, try to go into the more esoteric form of yogas, specifically performing Hatha Yoga. You actually have the ability to awaken the Kundalinis as well, specifically if Rahu and Ketu axis are also present over there. Then first house is this, seventh house is the Mooladhara Chakra. So this have the ability to create that upsurge of energy inside you. If you want to experience that petals in your mind, then this is going to be a very strong conjunction. Next, if the second house Lord going in the savings account, that is your second house. understand this thing. I'm taking the expenses, 12th house is expenditure, and I'm just okay, let me put into the savings account. So do you think that expense lord in the saving account will help you to save money? No, not at all. But this is a very, very good investment oriented stuff. Specifically, if you want to make investments in the share market also, stock market also, like speculative gain side also. If you want to know more detail what are the industries that are suitable, you can check out the playlist section of the share market videos. You will easily find that thing. But this is a very good placement if you want to invest your money. Not only in the field of share market and stock market, depending upon the dignity of 4,000 planet Mars in your horoscope, I will tell you real estate investments are also going to be very, very great options in front of you. Even if you want to invest in some of the entrepreneurs, if suppose there are few guys that are doing a startup over there and you are thinking, okay, let me invest over there, because I have seen lot of angel investors with these kind of placements. Because of their imagination, they know how to utilize our money in the greatest manner possible. So then this is not going to be 20% return or 30% return over the money. This might going to surpass the 500% return over the one small portion which you have invested. So this is actually the capability. But if the dignity of that lord is very weak, I will tell you, then it become very difficult from you to actually from this area or that area also. Then this may pile up the chances of going bankrupt at some time. Specifically, if more than 3 malefics are aspecting your second house or sitting in the second house, then this scenario is going to take place. It is very important, first of all, with this combination is never ever try to mix your money with one to another income source. If suppose you are having 4 income sources, open up 4 separate bank account to handle the money from 4 different sources. Don't do that like this, okay, I'm facing some loss in the business, let me take the money from this and put it over there to balance out that thing. That is going to not at all a good thing. I will tell you, this is also going to be the reasons behind financial instability in your chart. And then there are going to be lot of crunches happening over there. Apart from the money aspect, this is also not going to be considered good from the family aspect. And why I say family, this lord, I understand this have the capability to give you wealth and money. But if you look from the family side, okay, and when I say family, this is going to be when you are going to come towards the old age, okay, like you have surpassed the 45th year. Now all your kids are moving here, they are their own colleges pursuing their higher degrees, and then they are getting married. Then I will tell you the old age is becoming very difficult for these individuals, because in the initial stages of their life, they have put forth a lot of efforts in their life. Even you are a housewife watching this video, I'm telling you this thing as well. Even if you are a male watching this video, they have actually put forth a lot of hard work in their complete family. And when that family's part is not there, they tend to feel totally upset because of their habit of working in some sort of a routine activity. I recommend you try to cultivate some different hobbies with this placement also. Rather than looking for wealth, family aspect, you need to have some of your own hobbies, personal, interpersonal hobbies. It may be learning new stuff. Learning new activities will eventually help you to gain the positive result with this placement. Next, if the 12th house lord going in the 3rd house, you remember initially I'm discussing the connection of conscious and the subconscious mind. So this is actually that kind of a thing, because 3rd house is going to be the representation of some portion of your conscious and the subconscious brain, and 12th house is the consciousness, complete universe. So this is going to be the direct blessings which are directly coming through to your 3rd house. Now this is the house of your communication, mass media, journalism, YouTubers. These things are seen from the 3rd house. Even if I will tell you, this lord is sitting over there, and suppose some other lord is also conjunct over there, I will tell you this is again going to be a very, very powerful conjunction, because more the malefics or more the benefics even in the 3rd house, I will tell you, they actually have the ability to create a balance in your life. If you have not watched my video on early success or late success, you can watch in the Vedang Jyotish playlist section. So where I have mentioned 3rd and 11th house only. So this is actually going to be capable enough to contribute some sort of a Raj Yoga into your life. Because you need to understand one very important thing here. This is the trine connection, okay, sorry, quadrant connection. This is going 4 places away from its original placement. Here I will tell you, if the planet like Surya, Chandrama, Moon, okay, if and even Jupiter also, if they are forming any sort of a connection with that 12th house lord sitting in that 3rd house, this is going to be the greatest blessings from the sky which is present inside you. Here I will tell you, even if you are capable or not a capable person, this placement is going to make you a capable person. This will eventually help you to explore the inner capabilities which are actually present inside you. This is also the killing factor of a routine. You cannot exist in this universe if you are going to work in routines with these kind of placements. Because I will tell you, this lord or this placement have the ability to, in the initial stages of their life, to instill some sort of a fear and an anxiety inside you. And then these individuals, they tend to work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. This is the house of loss, okay. So even I will tell you, if your battery is completely down, still these individuals, they work. This is more of a very workaholic combination at the same time. And I will tell you, this is the blessings at the same time. So that blessings and efforts, if they are going in the right direction, no one can stop you. Maybe right now you are not at the exact Vimshotri Mahadasha, Antardasha, or you have not actually hit the maturity age of that planet. But mark my words, every one of you watching this video, mark my words. At the exact Dasha, this is going to change the picture, complete picture of your complete life. Not only the career, financial aspect and your marriage aspect, all that things are going to be completely changed. This is the biggest change which 12th house lord is going to do with the 3rd house. I request you, with this combination, try to be more humble and more polite person while you're interacting, dealing with other people, and please offer more respect towards the femininity, towards the females also. Then I will tell you this, that Mercurian power, 3rd house is that Mercurian energy, will eventually help you to gain a lot of success directly into your life. Now, if the 12th house lord going in the 4th house, first of all, this placement, I will tell you, have the ability to create permanent settlement into the foreign country. But here, if the 4th house lord not creating a Raj Yoga, then this is not even deciding a place where you are going to stay in your life. Most of the time with these kind of placements, either your kids or either your wife is actually going to decide where you are going to stay in your life. But your chart is not going to create the deciding factor where you are going to stay. Because with this kind of a placement, you will not be able to stay in your own home country. Suppose this is your place of birth, it become very difficult for you to stay over there. Even it become very difficult for you to stay in the foreign country also. So this is going to create a lot of movement into your life. Try to be more flexible and more adaptable with this combination. Also, you need to understand here, 12th house is the sign of Pisces and this is the sign of Cancer. So that watery movement is actually happening over there. This is also going to be considered as one of the greatest spiritual yogas in Vedic astrology. These are that set of individuals, even after having a piling of a wealth in their bedroom, suppose having $1 billion industries, okay, still they are detached from the wealth. And I will tell you here, the blessings part will come into play, because this is actually forming the trine connection at the same time. So when I say trine connection, 12th house lord going in the 4th, going 5 places away. So there is some sort of ancestral blessings that are going to be posited over there. Also, I will tell you, if that lord dignity is very weak, then I will tell you your family aspect is not, you will not be able to enjoy the family life, even your home life. Although this have the ability to become successful in the materialistic realm, in the career field, but family aspect is not going to be considered as a good thing. 4th house is actually the heart portion, okay. So first of all, it's better to have this house empty rather than any planet sitting over there, because if the planets are rushing towards the 4th house, then they are going to put forth a lot of burden over the heart chakra. This is going to create a mental blockage at the same time. Like you want to remove some things from your life, but still you will not be able to remove that thing. It may be memories. You want to remove some past life memories, you will not be able to remove that thing. Some of the experiences which are very bad in your life, you want to remove them, you will not be able to remove them. This is actually your comfort zone. Fourth house is the conveniences, that is your comfort, motherly, emotional, that nourishment part over there. And I will tell you, most of the time they are devoid from that motherly affection also. They feel detached from that emotions. And in the later stages, they tend to become spiritual saints, spiritual gurus. They teach everyone the pathway of spirituality and these things. But I will tell you one thing here, marriage is going to be acting as a saving factor for you guys. So don't become rational thinker. Don't think like that I'm only going to do this thing or not going to do that thing. Try to balance out all the aspects. Very important for you individuals. Also, I'm recommending you one very specific remedy. This house is actually aspecting the 10th house also. This is the house of your career, okay? So first of all, do one very important thing. Chant more and more Gayatri mantra. Specifically Surya Gayatri, okay? Om Bhurvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyona Prachodayat. This chanting of the Gayatri mantra will eventually help you to entangle the karmas, opening the karmas. So then I will tell you the baggage which you are carrying, that is going to be put away, and then you are going to receive the positive results in your life. Next, if the 12th house lord is going in the 5th house, first of all, this is a karmic debt which your children is going to bring into your life, and you need to fulfill that karmic debt. This is considered the same kind of a situation which your father and mother have faced, and which your childbirth is also going to be faced. This is the exact hitting of back and forth karma. Suppose you did something wrong towards your family, or maybe your father and mother, the same exact karma your parents or your kids are going to do towards you. Because I will tell you, this is even forming the Khadashtak yoga as well, 6-8 relationship. So this is not going to be considered as a good combination. Specifically, I will tell you, karmic debt is present over there. In order to remove that karmic debt, behave in a proper manner with everyone with whom you interact with. Very important for you individuals. Also, in the positive side, this is a very good combination if you want to become a space scientist. Even if you want to become anything as a rocket engineer or a rocket manager, or if you want to go into the study of aeronautical engineering, very perfect placement. Because I will tell you here, and I'm talking about specifically with the technical oriented planets like Mars, Saturn and these kind of a thing. Because these individuals, they have that ability to decode something. Suppose there is a lock and a key, so this lord in the 5th house is actually inserting the key inside a lock and opening up that thing. They are the real problem solvers. Real problem solvers. No matter even if you put into jungle, they will become that jungly person. If you put them into some corporate world, they will become that corporate personality. So here I will tell you that flexibility is actually going to be present over there. Even this is a very good placement if you want to become a trader, full-time trading activities. With the support of your other money houses, I will tell you, if you are looking for a career option, full-time trading is going to be the best career option for you individuals. I have seen a lot of industrialists with this kind of a placement, book writers at the same time. Most of the individuals that are in some of the most creative work, I will tell you, every person is going to have a different definition towards creativity, but consider your own creativity. Most of the individuals with 12th house lord in the 3rd and the 5th house, they are going to do some of the most creative ideas because their imagination will run wild. At a moment they are sitting over there in a chair and they will think they like their head is actually building a complete monument, complete building. This is a very strong placement from imagination side only. 5th house is actually your intellect also, your intelligence, pure intelligence. So if the planet is in very well dignified condition, their decisions are also going to be very correct. No matter whether this is a dharam sankat kind of a situation where they have only two choices, maybe death or here also death, so still they have the ability to make the best decision. Which way to die is more good, so they have that ability. to make that. Because I will tell you, Khadastak yoga with the 12th house will put forth you into such kind of a difficult situations where you either need to choose one option or second option. And you are going to feel these things, maybe in a career, maybe in a job, even in marriage also. You need to choose one aspect, either family, either my wife or a husband. So these are the difficult choices which you individuals are going to make. And I told you this is a karmic debt. Some sort of karmas which you have actually performed. That is why this yoga is created in your horoscope. Also, if you want to become an entrepreneur, not only the share market expert, even if you want to do something with your own efforts, maybe freelancing work, very good placement. But I will tell you specifically from the children regard, try to be very careful with this particular yoga. Next, if the 12th house lord going in the 6th house, I will tell you first of all here what is happening. 6th house is routines and 12th house is going to break your routines. So this lord going in the 6th house is going to completely break the routines. You will not be able to feel satisfied by working in a routine. The repeat and redundant task will also going to kill all your energy. First of all, try to be, if you are in that particular stage where right now you are deciding, okay, let me pick my education and my career. If you are deciding right now having this placement, I will tell you, write down the list of your hobbies. Write down 5 to 10 hobbies and then decide from that hobbies your career option. But please don't follow any other person pathway. Even don't listen to your parents or any other person with this placement. Out of that 5 or 10 hobbies, you can pick any one. If you are looking for monetary gains, write in front of them, okay, what kind of a monetary potential is present inside this hobby. So try to study that thing and then make particular decisions in your life. Even one very important thing, if you are individuals that are actually doing a service, okay, suppose you are in the service industry and you are actually into that 9 to 5 kind of a thing, then try to do something else with this combination. Because I will tell you here, the energy which is present inside you is at a very high level. And 6th house is actually the house of your day-to-day life. I will tell you, if you are not be able to perform efficiently even with this placement, it means there are a lot of distractions in your life. It may be the distractions coming from personal, professional, from the family or from any other area, but because of the level of distractions, you will not be able to proceed further. And I request you with this particular placement, it's much preferable for you to be all alone rather than staying into some negative people or some negative environment. It's much better for you to actually work alone. Even commissioned oriented work is also very good for you individuals. Over a sale of something, if you are charging 1 to 2% commission, very good. You want to work as an independent consultant, very good. Working as a full-time advisor, very good. Even I will tell you, any sort of advisory firms you want to open up. It may be real estate consultant, financial consultant, tax consultant, spiritual consultant, yoga consultant. But consultant is going to be very good for you individuals. And try to take your work online. The more and more you are going to try to take your work online, because here you need to understand one very important thing, that foreign lord connection is, if it is with the 6th house, now you actually have the ability to generate or earn income through multiple sources in multiple currencies at the same time. So that is going to be a very, very powerful combination. Even this lord, because 6th house is connected with the next 7th house of marriage, planet that are actually sitting in the 6th house, if their dignity is weak, then they are going to create the negative impact over the marriage also. If the dignity is very strong, still they are going to create the malefic impact over the marriage part. You need to be very careful with this lord while studying that particular thing. And I request you, if the planet is in a weak dignity or even in a strong dignity, and if it is giving some difficulties in the marriage life, you need to relocate. Every 2 to 3 years, relocate. Go to new place. Go to new place. This is the only remedy which will save you. Next, if the 12th house lord going in the 7th house. Here you need to understand one very important thing here. Again, this is a 6-8 relationship. First of all, I will tell you, this is not going to be the foreign person or going to be a foreign marriage. This is also going to be a combination where some sort of foreign connection is not only present inside you, but with your partner also. Maybe you are not going to find your partner here in India, or immediately after marriage you are settling abroad. This is the exact combination. Here you need to understand, your chart is actually not creating a yogas of permanent settlement into the foreign country, but because of your life partner Kundli, this is creating that sort of a yogas. Marriage is going to be the triggering point here, because marriage is a two-way concept. So because of your husband or wife planetary alignments, their impact over your Kundli, these yogas are going to fructify in your life. Even with this kind of a particular placement, sometime I have seen age differences are also going to be slightly higher than normal. Even it become very difficult for you to actually find a partner within on your own same cultural background, within the same community. Because these individuals, they tend to go along with more and more with the foreign life partners, with the foreign culture actually, where there are a lot of differences are over there, and that is a good thing. This is a very good combination if you want to find a partner outside of your community, your cultural differences, then this is going to be acting as a greatest saving factor. Even from the business aspect side, please don't go into partnership with this placement. Because I will tell you, partners are always going to backstab you if you are having that particular combination present in your horoscope all the time. Rather than going for that partnership part, you can do some profit sharing basis business model, where I will tell you, you exactly need to be the wholly solely in charge of whatever you are doing into your life. At the same time, if this is a special planet, maybe by checking the degrees, highest degree, lowest degree, or maybe if it is forming some other yogas, then I will tell you, this single most planet have the ability to round or turn about your life. You folks need to be very careful at the time of choosing your life partner with whom you are going to spend rest of your life with. One single decision with this placement have the ability to create that change, because this is already going 8 places away. So this is already going to create some sort of a transformations through the 7th house, and that is the house of marriage. Even most of the time I have seen lot of delayed marriages with this yoga, because in the initial stages of their life they try to seek some sort of a perfections in their life. I need a perfect partner, perfect partner, perfect partner. And as soon as they grow older, they become 35, 38 and 40, then they realize like no one is perfect and we need to manage with the imperfections of other. Then they run towards the marriage. So first of all, you need to have a very clear-cut mindset towards that thing at the same time. And even I will tell you, I recommend you guys to actually get married. Don't think like that with this placement, if I'm getting married, some bad thing is going to happen and that thing. I will tell you, forget about any consequences. Activation of particular house lord is only going to take place if you are actually doing something with regards to the significance of that planet. And please visit your Kul Devi temple every year if you are facing some marriage and married life problems also. Only the Kulja, I know many of you are not familiar with the Kul Devta or Kul Devi, but whosoever ask your ancestors, your mother, father, who is my Kul Dev and Kul Devi, and visit their temple every year. This will eventually give you lot of new realm. Next, if the 12th house lord going in the 8th house, first of all, I will tell you, their way of making money is in a very secretive manner, which is hidden from this universe, and no individual is going to recognize them what they are doing. Sometimes they tend to behave in a very spiritual manner in front of you, and sometimes they tend to behave in a very materialistic manner. Sometimes they are very polite, sometimes they are very shrewd, sometimes they are diplomatic, sometimes they are completely straightforward. This is exactly that combination. And let me tell you why these things are happening. 8th house is the house of fear, worry and anxiety. So from the inside, these individuals are going to be a bit fearful of making certain choices and certain decisions. It becomes very difficult for these individuals to become very direct at some point. Even if they become direct, very straightforward, I will tell you, they will question their own mentality. Have you seen the Supreme Court judges or that thing, if they are, okay, let me make this decision to, okay, go there. This kind of a placement, I will tell you, because of their judgmental views, their way of looking in the universe, they tend to become totally fed up. In the initial stages of their life, they tend to become, I will tell you, very good in the studies also. Don't think like that, because fear is the driving force behind these individuals. So they have the ability to become successful, education, career, even every side, I will tell you. But from the inside, this will create suffocation inside them. They will feel some sense of gripment, like something is there and which is gripping me, and I will not be able to come out of that kind of a grip. I request you individuals, first of all, do as much as chanting of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra with this placement. This will give you a lot of regenerative abilities inside you. Also, with this particular placement, I humbly request you is not to create the joint assets with your spouse or life partner. Have you seen the husband and wife, they are having sometime joint fixed deposits in the bank account, purchasing home and properties in the joint name. So joint asset creation is not going to be suitable option with this particular thing. Try to keep your finances, your money always separate from one another. Even this is directly affecting the second house of your money, wealth, savings and your family at the same time. What is going to happen? This is going to be the deficiency of that emotional values inside them. The reason if they are behaving in a strict manner, because of deficiency of that emotional value. And I will tell you, depending upon the second house also, most of the time their initial childhood days, they are not very good. They have suffered a lot in their initial childhood. They have seen a lot of sufferings, and that is why they have molded their personality in such a way so that they can survive in this universe. Because this is not a Satyugi, not a Kalyugi person, not a 21st century person. This is from the some Satyuga or Dwapar Yuga or that some Treta Yuga. Because their mentality, their thoughts, they are very pious. They are not going to match with the normal person. 99% of the population will run away from these individuals if they give their opinion. Because sometime I told you, if they are straightforward, they are extremely straightforward. Diplomacy become very difficult for these individuals. Even they become diplomatic, their internal Atman, their soul will never ever permit them to become that particular person. Also, if you want to become an astrologer, very good placement. Numerologer, palmistries, anything, very good thing. But even if you go into astrology, at the time of giving predictions, you are seeing something bad, you are not telling that person this is bad. So you might going to contradict with your own belief system. Here I sincerely request you initially chant Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Seek the divine blessings in your life. Even if the dignity of that is very, very powerful, you actually have the ability to receive something from the inheritance. Not a piece of land or a money. It may be blessings, it may be some sort of knowledge, divine knowledge, which you are going to receive, and that is going to change your life. Next, if the 12th house lord going directly in the 9th house. First of all, I will tell you here, this is just like a connection of ether element or outer space element with the something on the physical existence side. Like for example, this is a temple. You are going inside a temple to pray, okay God, bless me this thing and this thing. So 12th house lord in the 9th house, these individuals, they tend to question that scenario. They tend to question why that set of rules are over there. Why we are not worshipping God, just sitting over there and then praying. Because they believe in the omnipresence, like God is present everywhere. This is also a very, very good connection, I will tell you. If you want to, have you seen that small molecules, small particles, small atoms? So they actually have that strong sense of imagination where they can see something which is exactly not present over there. They are even the very good person if they want to go into field of reading and writing something. They have the ability to become a very good writers, to win the Nobel Prizes as a writer, because they go to their imagination, They collect the pictures over there and then they present that picture in front of them. This is, just consider them as a yogi, like they are the corporate yogis as well, sitting in a corporate and still their mind, because here you need to understand one very important thing. Both of these are the Jupiterian houses. Both of these are somewhat connected with the spiritual realm. One is the physical manifestation, one is not a physical thing. Temple is a physical thing where you can go and you can pray. But these individuals, they are always sitting inside a temple. Their mind is a temple. Even this is a very good combination if you want to become some sort of healer. You want to go into the field of healing, nutrition, herbal medicine, or Ayurvedic products, or even selling of these things. That is going to be very, very good for you individuals. Even if you want to work as a scientist, very good placement. Also, one very important thing here, it becomes very difficult for you to become stabilized in one particular place. This is going to be revolving around all the universe. Like I need to travel the complete world. Only then I'm going to feel satisfied. Because if the 9th house lord is also going somewhere else, maybe forming connection with 2nd, 3rd, 11th or the 12th house, most of the time these individuals, they are going to travel. If you are not traveling even with this combination, then go for traveling. 9th house is your bhagya, fortune, luck factor. So God have given that 12th house lord in the bhagya. It means traveling is a necessity for you. And I request you, if you are an Indian watching this video, if you are a foreigner watching this video, come to India and go to foreign country. This will eventually help you to decode or channelize the energy of 12th house lord going in the 9th house. Even one very important thing, if you want to go into export and import industry, very good placement. Even if you want to conduct some franchisee based business model, very good thing. But you need to understand one very important thing here. 9th house is also the house of your father. Okay, so these individuals, this is actually the house of your gurus as well. It becomes very difficult for you to find a guru, real guru. Even if you find a guru, you tend to become non-satisfied with their own teachings, like you are teaching something wrong. But give me some good explanation, because they themselves they are a guru. This is somewhat going to be a contradictory placement. Here I'm not telling these individuals they are bad, but their set of philosophies are not going to match with the rest of the world. So I'm respecting your philosophies at the same time, and I request you to respect other person's philosophies as well. Next, if the 12th house lord going in the 10th house. Here I will tell you, 10th house is the house of career, 12th house is the foreign land. So foreign currency is coming in the 10th house of your career. You are going to work in some sort of a multinational company that are going to have some connection in the abroad. Like suppose you work in a multinational company in India and you are doing some other accounting activities of some other country, or maybe you are doing some outsourcing work of some other country. So this is that combination. Also with this combination, if the conjunction is forming over there, okay, 12th house lord in the 10th house, and if any other lord, maybe 7th, any Kendra, any trine, any 11th house, 2nd house lord, if they are forming connection over there, the raise of a bhagya will immediately going to happen after marriage. And I'm talking with regards to the financial terms here. If you want to see the gap, huge gap, someone from the poor family getting married in a very rich family because of this combination. Specifically, I told you Raj Yoga is created by money and wealth houses with this combination. Even I will tell you one very important thing here. These individuals, they are also very spiritual and very like in their own realm. But 10th house is the house of their work. Work and work. It totally depends upon your upbringing also, like whether you have born and brought up in a very good family environment or in a bad environment. Because from the very beginning stages of their life, they need to earn money just for their survival. I've seen certain charts with this combination. They need to earn money for their survival and for the survival of their complete family also. And that is where their mind is programmed in such a way where I need to work and work. And the spiritual part is somewhat going to be totally absent. I request you folks watching this video, please take out 1 hour a day, half an hour early in the morning and half an hour in the evening, sunrise and the sunset, and offer a prayers. It may be any god of your own choice which you like the most, Lord Shiva, maybe Parvati, Durga, any person. But praying is very important. Even you individuals tend to forget everything. Forgive the individuals that have did something wrong towards you. This is also some sort of a baggage. 12th house lord in the Kendra is going to put forth a baggage, because this is directly affecting your 4th house. So lot of heartbreaking moments that are also going to be seen with this particular placement. So first of all, I request you to remove all the grudges from your life. Even if some person have did something wrong towards you, forgive them. And try to restart your life in the positive manner. This is a very powerful combination, I will tell you, very powerful, because this is an extreme end combination. Either you are going to be at a 0 or you are going to be at 100th level. There is no in-between pathway. And I will tell you, these individuals, they tend to become very flexible and very adaptable as soon as they grow older in their life. This is also going to be a greatest blessings immediately after having some sort of a santan utpatti. Childbirth, I will tell you, that is going to be the number 1 blessings in your horoscope. But if dignity is very weak, what is going to happen? Either you need to take your career aspect ahead, or you can take your child aspect ahead. That is going to be then difficult and very crucial thing in order for you to understand. Lastly, if the 12th house lord going in the 11th house, first of all, that expenses part going in your incoming gains. So suppose you are earning 100k, I will tell you 20% of your money will always go towards something else, maybe paying EMIs or that kind of a thing. But I will tell you, this is a very good combination to acquire or generate multiple income streams in your life. Because here I will tell you, your expenses are going to be very high and it become very difficult for you to save money. And I also not request you to save money, because you will not be able to save money. Expense lord in the incoming gain house, how you can save money? You can only multiply wealth, or you can think about the sources of accumulation of more and more wealth. It may be real estate, freelancing, it may be share market, stock market, any other thing. You need to try out different options. I will tell you, job is not going to be a permanent solution of all your life problems. Job is a temporary cure over there. This placement also have the ability to create a disturbing career pattern or a disturbing financial pattern also. Like suppose there are speed breakers that are present in between. So 2-3 years, very good. Again momentum is breaking. Again you need to pick the momentum. Again momentum is breaking. First of all, I request you, try to have the adequate amount of bank balance, so that at least in the difficult time you can survive your day-to-day needs, and then take further risks in your life. Even it become very difficult for these individuals to actually not to take risk, because this is some of the most uncomfortable kind of a zones all the time. Consider the war is happening, like world war is happening all the time in this universe. Then how you are going to feel? Similarly, these individuals, they feel that thing. It become very difficult for them to actually stabilize their emotions mentally, physically, because of the ups and downs in the financial pattern and even the career pattern. Sometime going very high, then going down. Sometime becoming at the top, then going very low. This is an extreme end combination. You either going to be at a 0 or going to be at 100th level, I will tell you. Even I will tell you, this is a very good combination if you want to do business. Any sort of business. Because here the financial understanding is going to be very high inside these individuals. Here I'm not only saying this is only a wealth gaining combination. Wealth can lose at some point, at some time in their life at the same time. Specifically when they are mixed sources of income with one another, immediately wealth will remove away. But still I will tell you, after having all the challenges in their life, these individuals still have the ability to generate or create wealth. This Lord is respecting the 5th house of creation. So you need to first of all go for more towards the entrepreneurial realm. And I will tell you one thing here. If you find if something is giving me money and this option is working very correctly and very fine, then stick with that thing. You folks are not successful because of your habit of changing decisions too quickly. making one decision, then working 1 year here, 2 year here, then changing it, then changing it, then changing it. Because this placement is looking for some easy money thing. How can I gain easily, quick access to money? But you need to understand this is affecting the 5th house. So this is a building block. You need to spend first 10 years of your life on building that thing without expectation of results, and then you are going to receive the positive results directly into your life. So I hope you have found some deep insights in this particular video. If you have any queries, any consultations, do let me know. And thank you so much for your love, care, affection and support. You can also send me super thanks. You can see below. And I would personally like to thank all the YouTube platform, all my viewers for this opportunity to serve you well. Till then, subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button. Kindly share my YouTube channel with your friends, family members who are in love with Vedic astrology, and follow me on Instagram as well. And I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Till then, please take care of self. Om Namah Shivaya.